All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Green Bay Packers rookie offensive lineman Jordan Morgan. Morgan is getting himself more and more playing time at the guard position, and I think looking at his film, he's got a really bright future and a really bright present as well. He can definitely help out this Packers offense, and we've got a great set of clips to highlight exactly what he brings. As always, if you appreciate this content, give us a like, give us any comments with any feedback you might have, but without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, we're going to open up with a running play. There is Morgan right there lined up at right guard for the Green Bay Packers. This is a really awesome play design by the Packers offense. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to bring a man in motion across the formation just like this. Then we're going to get double teams between the right tackle and the right guard working up to the backside linebacker. We're going to get double teams this way. We're going to get a block out this way. We're going to have the tight end insert for the play side backer. And then we're going to get a lead action right there on the safety or in man on the line of scrimmage right there. It's a really clever play design because it's basically just an inside run with the focus on this double team working up to number 51. Let's watch Morgan right here. He's got to deliver some movement, but he also has to come off and deliver an impact block. He does a great job. Let's check it out. All right, there's the motion. There's a snap. You can see the double teams right there inside. You can see the tight end inserting for the play side linebacker. You can see them lead on the end defender there, that safety right there. And here you can see Morgan and the right tackle, Zach Tom, the double team right there on the defensive lineman. This defensive lineman does a good job getting skinny right there, throwing himself into the tackle. Morgan right there recognizes he's got to come off on 51, delivers an impact block, puts 51 in the dirt, opens up a nice run. Nice work. Would I like this to be a little bit more impactful of a double team block? Absolutely right there. But he's doing a good job getting hip to hip. He's trying to get square over. This defensive lineman gets skinny or as skinny as a guy that big can possibly get. But by getting over that far, allowing Morgan to work up to the next level, you can see how Zach Tom's now able to get him one-on-one, and it opens up this nice crease. Morgan delivers an impact block. Let's watch that again. Again, getting in 51. Bam. Throw him in the dirt. Nice rep. Opens up a big hole. Like Zach Tom to maybe fight through that a little bit better. Running back still falls forward there for a really nice run. Again, great play design. I love the motion. I love the lead block right here. 30 on the end man. Opens up a nice seam. A lot of misdirection. Great strategy overall from the Packers. But Morgan coming in, earning more and more playing time. Okay on the double team. Great coming off on the linebacker right here. Let's check it out from the wide copy. Watch Morgan right here, number 77. Again, not great on the double team. This defensive lineman, 96, gets skinny, but Morgan recognizes he's got to come off on the linebacker, delivers an impact block, puts him on his back, opens up a nice run for the Packers. All right, going with some pass protection right now. There is Morgan right there again at right guard for the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are going to slide their protection on the play side right here with the center right guard and right tackle, one gap over to the offensive right. So the right tackle is going to take this gap. Morgan's going to take this gap, and the center is going to take this gap. Then we're going to get one-on-one right here on the backside with the left guard and left tackle. This is a really nice job by Morgan. He understands he's got to take this gap. It looks like it's going to be this defensive tackle right here, but he's going to do a good job keeping his head on a swivel and making sure he's responsible for this gap. He knows he's got help inside. He's got his offensive tackle to the outside. Really smart play, nice execution from Morgan here. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. We can see offensive line, center, right guard, right tackle, taking a gap over to their right. We can see one-on-one here between the left guard and left tackle. Let's watch the center and Morgan right here. They take their gaps. Morgan does a good job on 55. Great base, good arm position right there. Stays with him. 55 goes inside. He hands him off to the center. Look at Morgan. His eyes immediately shift to this defensive end. Is he coming into this gap? He doesn't. And now watch Morgan as Love starts to scramble. He sees 55, picks him up, gets just enough hit on him right there. Goes to square him up. Love decides to reverse field. But if Love had wanted to stay over here on the right side of your screen, or left side of your screen, excuse me, Morgan would have been right there on 55. Unfortunately, the offensive tackle, Tom, there can hold off the edge rusher, so Love had a reverse field. But overall, nice rep from Morgan right here. Again, great job initially. Good hand placement, good base, but good job recognizing his responsibility. Remember, his gap is anything outside of him between the tackle. The moment 55 comes back to the area, he picks him up. Nice play from the rookie right here.
Yeah, Nick, and I think Morgan's done a lot of really great things this year, but pass blocking, probably the highlight, I'd say, of this regular season so far. 60 overall pass blocking grade average throughout the whole season. No sacks let up by Morgan, and only 2 total pressures throughout the 3 games he's debuted in. I think he's doing really a lot of great stuff in the pass blocking game for this Packers team, providing Jordan Love the adequate time that he needs. So looking like a great pickup so far for the Packers.
All right, going back to the running game, there's Morgan right there at right guard for the Green Bay Packers. This is an outside run here for Green Bay. They're going to try and get on the edge right here, and they're going to have Morgan actually pull around and lead on the edge. It's a really interesting structure. So basically, they're going to take Tom. His job is to reach this defensive lineman right here. They're going to take this tight end. His job is to get up on that play side linebacker. And again, they're going to have Morgan lead and pull and try and get on the safety right there. But folks, 89's job right here is very interesting. His goal is actually to veer kind of inside and bring this defensive lineman, this edge defender with him and kind of hold him and hug him up here and allow the Packers running game to out leverage him. It's a really interesting concept here. But again, I want you guys to focus on Morgan. Shows off his athleticism with a really nice run block. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see Tom reaching that defensive lineman. You can see the first tight end trying to get up to that linebacker right there, play side linebacker. You can see 89. He kind of just goes inside and tries to hold up this defensive end. Guess what? It doesn't quite work, but it's an interesting design. They kind of get outside of him in the end, but they probably would have liked 89 to just do a little bit better job than that. Let's look at their other tight end, 85 right here. Look, one-on-one on this play side linebacker. Yeah, not great. That's kind of embarrassing, actually. We'll call this a really nice play by that linebacker, just burying 85. He ends up making the tackle. But folks, let's watch Morgan here. Be a great athlete. Pulling guard, right? Didn't really expect this coming out of school. Pulls, get out in space, identifies the target, gets on him, doesn't hold, drives him out of bounds. Nice work. Again, the rest of the Packers, in terms of the two tight ends, don't do a great job. They don't really do a good job on the end man. The linebacker bullies 85. But Morgan, nice rep here for Green Bay. Let's take a look at it from the wide copy right here. You can see Morgan at right guard, get out in space, clear all the trash, identify the safety, get on him, and drive him. And this is a really good position to be in right here. And here's what I love about him. He works him all the way out of bounds. So many offensive linemen in this situation, they're so scared of holding or getting penalized, something like that, that they let these guys go, and sometimes they end up making the play or they create a pile. Not Morgan here. He stays with the Cardinals defender, runs them completely out the play. If they would have actually blocked either of those two guys, they would have had a chance to run behind him. Overall, though, nice rep from Morgan. All right, going back to a pass play, there is Morgan right there once again, of course, at right guard for the Packers as he played during this matchup. So here the Packers, they're going to slide their protection, everyone taking the gap to their left, the right side of your screen. Zach Tom also working that gap to his left, tight end one-on-one right here, taking the edge rusher who's over there off your screen just like this. This may be the smartest play I've seen from Morgan all game long. He kind of goes above and beyond his assignment and allows his quarterback to make a big play. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. You can see everyone up front sliding to their left right here. You can see there's no one there for Morgan to pick up. You can see Tom right there gets on 91. Morgan sees no one in his gap, but he's got an eye on 91 right there. He squares him up right here. That's not his responsibility technically, right? Tom is supposed to be on 91 right here. Tom leaves a little bit early. He's scared that a pass rusher is going to come here. Tom should have hugged them there a little bit more, but Morgan recognizes he's going to protect his quarterback, drives 91 upfield, and allows Jordan Love to deliver the football. Right? This is going above and beyond. How many times do we see on Sundays a miscommunication like this happen between two offensive linemen, especially when one's a rookie, and this defensive lineman gets a clean hit, gets a clean sack on the quarterback? Morgan prevents that from happening. He understands his assignment is technically this gap hit to his left, but he sees 91's coming. No one's going to block him. He takes it upon himself to get the job done, allows Jordan Love to make the throw down the field. Tight window, great throw, nice catch. First down, Green Bay. It's the little things, right? During the broadcast, people are like, nice throw, Love, nice catch, Watson. But this play was made right here by the rookie, number 77, going above and beyond for this Green Bay offense.
Yeah, Nick, and I think this is really great for Morgan in the pass blocking game because one thing coming out of college, the only concerns about him were great athleticism. He's able to mirror pass rushers. He's got the footwork to do things like that, but he didn't have the strength to hold up. And I think we're seeing here that has been remedied. That's something pretty easy to fix with NFL strength and conditioning programs. He seems like he is able to hold up against some of these guys that are top tier pass rushers, big boys in the middle of the field. He's able to do a lot of good work. We saw him throw the guy to the ground at the beginning. I think he's really catching his stride and able to use that size, that 6'6", 320-pound frame to his advantage and get the strength needed to give Jordan Love the time he needs to throw.
All right, going back to the running game, this time let's show something that Morgan needs to work on. So this is going to be a standard zone running scheme here for the Green Bay Packers. Everyone on the play side is basically going to work a gap over to their left. Right here, we're going to see the center reach this A-gap defender. He's going to get a little help on his zone double team between the left guard before he works up. Left tackle's working up to that defensive lineman. We're going to get a reach block here. On the backside, we're going to get a scoop. We're going to get Morgan working a tight scoop before his tackle takes him over, and then he's got to work up to the next level. This is a situation right here. Morgan's done a lot of really smart plays for the Packers, but he actually needs to do a little bit better job here recognizing what his assignment is. Because it's a zone scheme this way, 51's going to fly and follow the running back, which means this guard's going to pick him up. He's got to keep his eye out for the backside player, whoever that's going to end up being. He misses him here. It prevents a big Packers run. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. We can see the Packers, everyone taking their zone track to the offensive left, the right side of your screen. Right there, you can see 51. That's who Morgan, from the very first snap, right? The very first step. That's who he's got his eyes on. He thinks he's going to him. But reality, 51's mirroring the running back here. He sees the running back go wide. So he's outside of Morgan's responsibility. Morgan's working up to the backside player right now. And so this left guard right here, when he takes his zone track, works up, his job ends up picking 51. He does a really nice rep. Morgan should have worked and looked backside for number 3, Buda Baker right there. And if he picks up Buda Baker, let's freeze it a little further, right there. Imagine if Morgan had turned and picked up Buda Baker right here, and there's just a wall right here. This running back number 31 would have scored. There is no one else there. They've got green grass. They got hats on hats. This would have been a huge play. Morgan sees it at the last second, but he can't quite get there. Again, learning opportunity for the rookie. He's still a rookie going forward. I think he'll have it fixed, but this is something he definitely needs to work on. All right, let's take a look at it from the wide copy. You can see Morgan right here. He's got his eyes on 51 the entire way. It's only right here that he realizes, oh, crap, I've got backside. He's too late to recognize and get the block. But again, going forward, I think this is a teachable moment. The coaches will clear him up on this and say, look, man, right here, work up to the backside safety, the backside player, because if you do, it's a touchdown. All right, sticking with the running game again, unique design here from the Green Bay Packers. They're going to take read across the entire formation right there to kind of get some flow from these linebackers and safeties, and they're going to run basically zone behind it. So how it's going to work is left tackle is working up there, left guard's trying to reach there, center's trying to work up here to reach or work up to the next level, and then Morgan right here, he's got to get on his horse and reach this nose guard right here. It's a really tough block. Morgan does a really nice job here, even though the play's not successful. I think it's a great sign for his future. Let's check it out. More motion. There's a snap. You can see right there, everyone working to the left side of the offense there from the Packers offensive line. They're trying to reach people. 34 comes flying up the field. The left guard's got to pick him up. The running back sees 34 flying, so he tries to duck it up inside. There's no hole there, unfortunately. It ends up being a minimal gain. And actually, Morgan's guy ends up making the play. But it's not his fault. His job, again, is to reach this nose guard, and he does it. He gets it done right there. That's good work. Because if someone had gone off, if this left guard had picked up 34, they would have had a crease to run right behind here for a really nice play. The play before, it was Morgan's fault. He didn't pick up the right guy. This one is not his. He does a great job reaching that nose guard, and going forward, they'll get a lot of big runs out of plays like this.
Yeah, Nick, and I think throughout this whole film review, one thing we've really noticed about Morgan, done a lot of great things, but what hasn't he done? 0 penalties, and I think that's really impressive out of him. Because this is a guy who had no preseason to warm up and get acclimated to this NFL game. He's only played weeks 1, week 2, then comes back. We see him again in week 6. Through that short time period, no penalties for the young guard, doing a lot of really great stuff out on the field, playing clean football, no negative plays. I think we're seeing a really strong showing early on from Jordan Morgan.
All right, let's end on a really nice run block from Morgan, who's right there, of course, at right guard from the Green Bay Packers. Again, great design. They're going to get the running back going in motion right here, and then it's going to be inside zone. We're going to get left guard working that direction, left tackle working that direction. We're going to get backside scoop cut off there, but with Zach Tom, we're going to then get this double team, a zone double team between the center and the guard, working up right here. Again, when you're trying to get a zone play this direction, you want one of two things. Either A, you want a complete reach block and have the running back run right behind you. That's usually really hard to get. Or you want movement. You want this guy dislocated and then get hats on to the next level. That's exactly what Morgan does here. Great job from the rookie. Let's check it out. All right, 8 goes in motion. All right, there's the snap. Zach Tom does a great job cutting off number 91. The left guard and left tackle, they get hats on hats, get a little movement. Nice job. Let's look at the center and Morgan right here. Getting on 95. 95 goes flying. You're not going to reach him, but watch Morgan deliver movement here. Look at this contact. Look at this dislocation, and it gets up to the next level. Nice run. Again, it's a light box, so you would expect a pretty successful run right here. It ends up being about 7-8 yard run. Good job by the Packers. But again, let's watch the movement Morgan delivers. Again, throws this nose guard down inside. You need the left guard to stay on him a little bit better. If he does, it's probably an even better run. But when you get this kind of dislocation, again, when you get this kind of horizontal displacement, it opens up the crease because you can see right here. Let me go back to the very beginning, actually. It's a good indicator. So you can see there's maybe about what, 3-4 feet between 91 and 95. That's the gap between them. Watch what happens when Morgan's done. Right here. That's about what, 5-6 feet, double the size, right? That's the hole you're looking for, and he gets up to the next level. This is a really good job by Morgan here at the point of attack. Again, far from a perfect outing. He's got a lot of things to clean up. We've highlighted some of it today, but I really love what he can bring this Packers offense. He's a great athlete. He gets movement, and he's slowly starting to figure out when he needs to come off on linebackers. If he can get that squared away, he'll be a weapon for them for a very long time.